Welcome to East Lansing, where the Michigan State fans have already started the Spartan walk on a perfect night for college football, and one they hope will finish with a Michigan State victory in its home opener. Today, a battle in the state of Michigan that will resonate from Motown to the UP, as we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Broncos' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Look out, he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will go to work for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This crowd, full throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Looking for the goal line. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Got his man quickly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Power football with the run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking for a gap. It's Buckley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On fourth down, they're taken to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get outside. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Throwing right. Got him downfield. There he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
Turning on the Jets. It's a seam wide open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Trying to turn the corner on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Childs. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to the big tight end. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Buckley. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And the Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Lowry. Working that left side now. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
give to the running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And they're able to get him down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third down, going up top. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Lots of room to run. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Looking to scramble. Slings it downfield. He's got it. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good relief.
Touchdown, Sparty! And that one will give him the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kansas is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Fog Allen Fieldhouse with the Jayhawks. They're up by 21 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Works the middle of the field. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Childs. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. They'll run for it. The Spartans will keep this drive going.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry?
And how about the trickeration by the offense? Dialing up the flea flicker, and they execute it perfectly. Nice job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's caught. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
An offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get 1st downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Michigan State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense in an empty set. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Rushes on him. And down he goes. Trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got a man. It's Brooks. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and you keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This defense is showing the Spartan spirit, and they are swarming.
I mean, they're making him earn everything. Nothing given up free. Playing so good at all the levels of the defense. If I'm a Michigan State fan, I'm pretty...
He's loose. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Here's the pressure. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.